They call it the spoon theory. But really, it's the art of surviving gently. Imagine waking up each morning with a handful of spoons. Not silver, not fancy, just spoons made of energy. Each one represents what you have to give today. Some mornings you wake up with 10. You feel unstoppable. You make breakfast, tidy the house, maybe even smile at your reflection. But other days, you open your eyes and there are only 3 spoons on the table. And somehow, the world still expects you to have 10. 1 spoon to get dressed, 1 to make food, 1 just to exist in a body that hurts. People who live without pain don't count spoons. They spend energy like it's endless. But those of us living with pain, illness, or mental exhaustion, we count. We measure. We negotiate with ourselves before we even move. Do I shower today, or save that energy to cook? Do I meet a friend, or keep that spoon for the storm I feel coming? This is what chronic pain looks like. It's invisible math done quietly, every single day. And still we feel guilty. Guilty for saying no. Guilty for not being the version of ourselves we once were. But listen to me, you are not lazy. You are not falling behind. You are adapting to a life that demands strategy. The spoon theory isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It teaches you to spend energy where love lives, not where expectation shouts. And here's the truth no one tells you. Some days, surviving takes every spoon you have. And that's okay. Because rest isn't giving up, it's giving your body a chance to rebuild the spoons for tomorrow. So count them gently, spend them wisely, and stop apologizing for being human. The world may never see how much strength it takes just to keep going, but I do. I see you, and you're doing beautifully. People love to tell you you're strong. They mean well when they say it. But sometimes, you're so strong feels like another rule you didn't agree to. Because strength isn't always a roar. Sometimes it's whispering to yourself, just get through the next 5 minutes. We've been trained to believe that strong means pushing through, smiling anyway, never showing cracks. But that's not strength. That's survival on repeat. The truth is, the strongest people I know are the ones who admit, I can't today. Who choose to rest, even when their mind is screaming to keep going. Because pretending you're fine when you're not? That's not brave. That's burnout in disguise. Pain, whether physical or emotional, teaches you that endurance without compassion becomes self-abandonment. You start to measure your worth by how much you can endure. But your worth was never measured by endurance. It was measured by existence. You do not have to be strong all the time. You're allowed to crumble and rebuild 1,000 times. Each rebuild is proof that the light inside you never truly goes out. And I know it's hard. The world doesn't slow down when you're in pain. Bills still need paying. People still need you. And your body still needs a version of you that's gentle. So what if real strength isn't pushing through the pain, but pausing through it? What if strength looks like asking for help, setting boundaries, or crying when it hurts? What if the strongest version of you isn't the one who hides the pain, but the one who refuses to hide anymore? The myth of strong all the time is heavy, but you don't have to carry it. Let it drop, let it shatter, let the pieces turn into truth, because when you stop pretending to be unbreakable, you discover something better. You discover that even broken glass reflects light. There's a special kind of guilt that comes with pain. The guilt of not being able to do what you used to. The guilt of saying no again. The guilt of canceling plans because your body decided to revolt today. You start to apologize for existing differently. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm sorry, I can't make it. I'm sorry, I just need to lie down. But tell me this, when did caring for yourself become something to apologize for? Guilt is sneaky. It wears the mask of responsibility, but whispers self-blame. It tells you you're letting people down when really, you're just trying to stay afloat. And here's the truth most people don't understand. Living with pain is a full-time job no one sees. You're managing your body, your mind, your medication, your schedule, and still trying to smile. That's not laziness, that's resilience in slow motion. But guilt keeps you in the spiral. You rest, then feel guilty for resting. You push through, then feel guilty for crashing. You can't win with guilt because guilt doesn't play fair. So what if instead of guilt we tried gratitude? Not the fake, be positive kind, the gentle, truthful kind. Gratitude that says, I'm proud of myself for listening to my body today. I'm grateful I recognized my limits before they broke me. You are allowed to exist without earning it. You are allowed to take up space even on your lowest days. You are allowed to be human, messy, healing, and inconsistent. So next time guilt knocks, don't open the door. Instead, whisper to yourself, I'm not lazy. I'm healing. I'm not behind. I'm recalibrating. I'm not weak. I'm learning to live differently. Let guilt fade into silence. And in that silence, you'll start to hear something softer. Forgiveness. The kind that starts within. Because healing isn't just about the body. It's about ending the war you've been fighting with yourself. Your body always knows before you do. Before your mind admits you're tired. Before your mouth says, I'm fine. Before you even realize you're overwhelmed. It speaks in whispers first. A twinge here. A heaviness there. A deep sigh that you didn't mean to let out. That's your body trying to talk to you. But most of us were taught to ignore it. We were taught to push through, to silence symptoms, to treat pain like an enemy. We medicate it, hide it, and hope it behaves. But what if pain isn't the enemy? What if it's communication? What if every ache is your body saying, please listen? Your body isn't trying to ruin your day. It's trying to protect you. It's the part of you that refuses to keep pretending everything's fine when it's not. Sometimes the pain is old. It's memories you never processed sitting quietly in your cells. It's your nervous system remembering a time you didn't feel safe. That's why healing isn't just about pills or procedures. It's about presence. It's about asking, what are you trying to tell me? You might hear answers in sensations. The tightness in your chest might whisper, I'm scared. The migraine might say, I'm exhausted from pretending. The knot in your stomach might whisper, I don't feel heard. And once you start listening, something changes. You stop fighting your body. You start partnering with it. Every signal, every ache, every flare-up becomes data, not defeat. Information from the deepest parts of you that still want to heal. So next time your body slows you down, don't ask, what's wrong with me? Ask, what is my body asking for? Because the body isn't a battlefield. It's a compass. And when you start treating it like an ally instead of an obstacle, it leads you home. Every morning, before the world asks anything of you, pause. Take a quiet moment to ask yourself, how many spoons do I have today? Not how much work you have. Not who needs you. Just how much you have to give. Because when you live with pain or fatigue, energy becomes sacred. It shifts from an afterthought to a daily ritual of awareness. So take stock. You might wake up with 10 spoons, ready to move mountains. Or you might wake up with 3, and that's okay. This is not a test. It's an inventory of compassion. If your body feels heavy, if your mind feels foggy, if you can already sense the storm inside, that's your system telling you, go gently today. You don't have to force yourself into the world's rhythm. You're allowed to move at the speed of healing. So, plan your day around what's real, not what's expected. Use your spoons wisely. Save one for joy. Save one for laughter. Save one for something that reminds you you're more than your pain. And if you find yourself halfway through the day, spoonless and spent, don't panic. You can always borrow tomorrow's spoons, but make sure you pay them back in rest, not guilt. This is what self-kindness looks like. It's not a luxury, it's survival done softly. Sometimes your greatest act of productivity is simply knowing when to stop. To sit down, breathe, and say, I did enough. Because healing isn't linear, and neither is energy. You'll have days when you feel unstoppable, and others when just brushing your teeth feels like a victory. And both days count, so each morning take your inventory. Speak to yourself the way you'd speak to a friend. Hey, how are you doing today? How many spoons do we have? Then build your day with love, not pressure. Because healing isn't about doing more. It's about learning when to rest, when to rise, and when to let the light in. We live in a world obsessed with doing, with proving, performing, achieving. A world that measures worth in output, not existence. But when you live with pain or chronic illness, that system breaks you. Because every day becomes a negotiation between what your mind wants and what your body can offer. So today, let's redefine what productivity means. Productivity isn't working through the pain until you collapse. It's listening before you reach that point. It's understanding that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is rest. Rest is not failure. Rest is maintenance. Rest is what allows you to keep showing up tomorrow. The world won't always celebrate that kind of productivity, but your body will. It thanks you quietly, with less tension, fewer flare-ups, a calmer heart. We were raised to believe that success means constant movement. But movement without meaning drains the soul. Sometimes success is brushing your hair and opening the curtains. Sometimes it's sending that one message you've been putting off. Sometimes it's just breathing through another wave of pain and not giving up. You don't owe the world proof that you're trying. You're already trying, every single moment. So when you catch yourself thinking, I haven't done enough today, stop. You woke up in a body that's still fighting for you. That's enough. Redefine productivity as presence, as patience, as peace. The world doesn't need you busier. It needs you balanced. It needs you alive. So let the to-do list breathe. Let the guilt dissolve. And remind yourself, I'm not behind, I'm becoming. Because true productivity isn't about speed, it's about alignment. Doing what matters, when it matters, with the energy you have. That's not falling short. That's living smart. Let's talk about that voice in your head. You know the one. The tiny commentator who never seems to shut up. The one who points out every flaw, every missed task, every time you didn't meet some invisible expectation. If you spoke to your friends the way you speak to yourself, they'd probably stop answering your calls. And yet, we accept that voice as normal. We let it run our days like a cruel personal trainer who never learned empathy. But healing, real healing, begins the moment you start retraining that voice. You wouldn't call a friend lazy for needing rest. You wouldn't tell someone in pain to get over it. So why do you tell you those things? When you live with pain, your inner world becomes your most constant companion. You can't escape it, so you might as well make it kind. Start small. Replace I should have done more with I did what I could. Replace I look awful today with my body's doing its best to protect me. Replace I'm so behind with I'm still moving, and that matters. Your nervous system listens to every word you speak, even the silent ones. It doesn't know the difference between inner dialogue and truth. So if you tell yourself you're failing, your body believes it. If you tell yourself you're safe, your body relaxes into that belief. You have more power over your healing than you realize, and it begins with tone. Talk to yourself the way you'd talk to a child learning to walk again. Softly, patiently, with love. And when that old critical voice tries to creep back in, just smile and say, we don't talk to ourselves like that anymore. Because the truth is, you're not lazy, weak, or broken. You're living through something most people couldn't imagine, and still finding reasons to keep going. That's not failure, that's grace in motion. So let the voice inside become your ally. Let it cheer for you. Let it remind you that even slow healing is still healing, and one day you'll realize the war inside has gone quiet. Not because the pain disappeared, but because you finally stopped fighting yourself. You are not weak for needing rest. You are not broken for having limits. You are a gentle warrior, learning to fight differently. Not with swords or armor, but with awareness, patience, and compassion. Every day you wake up in a body that hurts and still choose to try again. That's victory. Every time you listen to your body instead of silencing it, that's wisdom. Every time you give yourself permission to stop, that's strength. The world may never understand how much energy it takes to live inside a body that's always negotiating, always managing, always feeling, but you understand. And that understanding, that quiet knowing, is sacred. You are not falling behind. You are walking a different kind of path, one that requires courage not to run, but to stay, to keep showing up, slowly, softly, wholly. So take today gently. Move at the speed of your soul. Celebrate every small victory, getting dressed, breathing deeply, choosing peace. Because you are living proof that gentleness and strength can coexist. That softness is not weakness, it's evolution. And one day you'll look back and realize you didn't just survive. You alchemized your pain into wisdom, your exhaustion into empathy, and your limits into light. That is the path of the gentle warrior, not the one who fights endlessly, but the one who finally lays down the armor and says, I am enough, just as I am. And if no one has told you lately, I see your effort, I see your courage, and I see your beauty in becoming. This is your permission to rest, to heal slowly, to love yourself through the process. Because you, my friend, are already doing enough. You are enough. And as always, this has been Valkyrie 33-8. Thank you for stopping by. Gentle with yourself today and always. Don't forget to like and subscribe.